AITA for not being mad when my daughter did what I mentioned? Obligatory statement that this happened a couple of days ago. I have a son, 12, and a daughter, 5, who have never gotten along well. My wife and I try to mediate, but it's never successful. That little A** shoal is always P** sing the bed, and we are done. My wife has told him that if he does it again, she'll cut it off. I said the same. Tonight I was at my computer and my little girl walked up and asked what I was doing. Her hands were behind her. I told her I was looking for presents for her mom. She told me that her brother had P** said the bed again. I was furious. I demanded to see what she was hiding behind her back and she showed me one of the knives from the set in the kitchen. Daddy, I did just what Mommy said to do. Anyone here believe that having a mirror facing towards your bed is not a good idea? There was a comment on some post last week explaining how mirrors facing your bed can attract negative energies whilst you sleep. It made me think about when I used to travel cross-country a lot for my work and I would always stay in the same budget hotels with a huge mirror on the wall facing bed. Some of my most scariest dreams and sleep paralysis moments as an adult occurred in those hotels with mirrors facing bed. Just wondering if anyone has any insider stories with mirrors facing bed or just paranormal mirror info? I'm really interested. Thanks. Edit, wow, so many replies lol. I guess I need to stop being so vain and just have a mirror in the bathroom and another near the front door or living room. Can this be explained? Only moved into this place a week ago and I'm a bit creeped out. I live in the UK. The apartment is in an old converted chapel which is full of character and was the main selling point for me. However, now I'm a bit freaked. Second night I was there, a fuse blew in my kettle which tripped all the electrics in the apartment. Wasn't a problem, I sorted it out quickly. The morning after, I wake up and one of the light bulbs from my standing lamp has somehow fallen. Then placed on the small table below it. I live with my husband who I'm 100% sure has nothing to do with this and my 2-year-old son who can't reach that high up. I just can't explain it. If the bulb someone fell, wouldn't it have smashed from that height? I've added a picture that shows exactly how I found it that morning. Captured this image at the beach. Weird, spooky shot. We were having a beach fire last night with friends, and I stepped back to take a picture, and through the phone screen, I could see something off in the distance. Took a snap. Then, I took a few more, and the image in question seemed to be closer. And then, when you look at it zoomed in, first pic is zoomed of second, you can see what appears to be a shape. The cynic in me thinks it's likely some glitch in the way the camera app is capturing light in the low light conditions and doubling the fire image above. Still, it just was odd. And then, I took more photos after, and it did not appear in subsequent photos. Kind of fun and spooky, so I figured I'd share. Cat avoiding deceased BF's side of the bed. Almost 3 weeks ago, my boyfriend died unexpectedly in his home. We live separately. Before he passed, my cat would curl up and sleep on his side of the bed near his pillow when he wasn't here. Since then, he hasn't laid there once and has instead been sleeping down by my feet. Normally, I would think it was due to the colder weather or to comfort me while grieving, but last night he jumped from the nightstand completely over his side as if he was avoiding the whole area instead of just walking across the bed like he would normally do. Last night I dreamt we were doing mundane things like shopping together and spooning outside in the grass. It was the most realistic feeling dream I've felt since he died. Any other cat-related stories? I guess I'm desperately looking for signs that his spirit is still with me. Children's handprints appeared on mirror this morning. I have no kids and live alone. I woke up this morning and went to my closet door, which is actually a full mirror. I noticed these tiny handprints on my mirror. The issue is, they just appeared and I live alone. In the 5 months that I have lived in this townhouse, I have never babysat or had anyone with kids over. I have cleaned this mirror a handful of times when it got dusty, so there's no way I've missed it this entire time. The whole thing freaked me out so badly that I just wiped them away, however I took pictures first. Link, here, https://imager.com/gallery/sy350ww. Check it out and let me know what you think. Uneasy face. Edit, I changed my locks a few days ago, and have not provided my landlord with a copy yet. Have you ever met a person who didn't feel human? Title pretty much sums it up. Have you ever met a person who just gave you these inhuman vibes, even though they appear entirely normal? It happened to me today. I saw a lady at the hospital who was so stubborn and ignorant, but through it all she just gave off these weird vibes. I found myself staring at her for a while, and she must have noticed because she stared right back. Shivers actually ran down my spine when our eyes made contact. Every bone in my body wanted me to get the hell out of there. It freaked me out because she was old and frail, but radiated the most evil energy I've ever experienced. Something about her just screamed not human to me. Have you guys ever experienced something like that? I have to pick. Mommy and Daddy both cry. They say it's okay, they don't mind who I pick, that they understand it's such a difficult choice to make. Daddy says I should go with him, it'll be much easier that way. Mommy talks over him and insists that I should pick her, it's okay if I pick her. Daddy says it'll be less painful for me to go with him. Mommy says that's not true, it should be her. They both say they love me and it's okay, I can go with whoever I want, it'll all be okay and they won't love me any less. The scary masked man says he doesn't care who I pick, but I have to choose quickly. He says I have to pick, or he'll shoot both of them. Mama takes pills so her eyes won't hatch. Mama takes pills so her eyes won't hatch, so her limbs don't stretch and her skin won't peel back. Mama takes pills so her teeth won't grow, so her hair won't shed and her fluids won't flow. Mama takes pills so her spine won't sprout, so her jaw stays hinged instead of jutting out. Mama takes pills so her skull won't swell, so her ribs don't crack and her body won't smell. Mama takes pills so her hunger stays gone and her strength stays low even after the dawn. Mama takes pills so her face won't split, so she won't howl deep and her tongues don't spit. Mama takes pills to keep Papa and me safe, but she's not in her bed and Papa won't wake. If you see my mama you'd best keep away. Mama hasn't taken her pills today. My aunt's experience in a nursing home. My aunt used to work in a nursing home. There was an old woman who lived there, universally beloved by all the staff, who often talked about how much she wished she were young again and could wear high heels. Every single photo of her in her room, she was wearing high heels. This woman loved shoes. One night, my aunt was talking to another nurse, when they suddenly heard the distinct loud sound of someone walking through the corridor wearing high heels. The sound moved away from them and faded away. Both my aunt and her colleague instinctively knew what had happened. They checked on the old woman, and she had died in her sleep. It's nice to know that she could finally wear her favorite shoes again on her way to wherever she was going, smiley face.